Hey guys, welcome to Morning Walking Chronicles. Okay, listen, it's good to be back, guys. Took a little hiatus break, learned some new stuff, and I'm back to give y'all an update. So, what happened to the thing? What I've learned these weeks that I've been off is that people build up a fantasy idea in their head of what they want in a woman, or what they want in a man, or what they want in a relationship. I notice a lot of people say they're ready for a relationship, but the follow-up question should be, if you're ready for a relationship, what have you done to yourself? What have you done within yourself to be prepared to be in a relationship? Because it's not just your fantasy of your idea. And here's my plain facts. It's not just the fantasy of it or the ideal of it, okay? It does actually take work. And I think people don't realize that relationships do take a lot of work. But if you have two people that's willing to put in the work, first of all, is the work within, right? Being self-aware of your behavior, your pride, your ego, your hurt, any bad relationships. You can't take your bad relationship and put it into a new relationship. That's not gonna work. Okay, so you gotta heal from that type of stuff. Else you are considered broken. Broken people tend to they don't really know they're broken until they get with an unbroken person, right? They get with a person that's strong. When you're around a lot of toxicity or a lot of people that's broken, you think you healed. You think you healed. You think you're ready to settle down. You think you're ready to move on. But what you have to learn is that if you haven't done any inner work, and it's just not going to counseling, you can go to counseling all day, but if you're not actually applying the tools to yourself, then you're just at counseling. That don't mean you actually applying anything. You're just using counseling as an scapegoat to say to somebody, well, I got counseling and I'm healed. That's not counseling. Going to counseling is good, but counseling only gives you the tools that you need to work on. Okay, so if you're not actually doing the work, when you get with a person who have done the inner work, you're gonna fail miserably. You're gonna fail miserably. Reason why? It's because your mask gonna slip eventually. You can only fake so long of what you think you healed and what you think a healed person should be, And it may work. It may work for a little while to the other person. You might fool them for a little while. But a person that is faking love, faking like they healed, can only fake for so long because you're around a real person who actually worked on themselves. So the real person sees your behavior. They see, child. They see. Especially if you with a chosen one seer, they see, child. They see. What it is, it's just we don't say nothing, right? If you've been around a chosen person, the chosen person already read you a long time ago. They just didn't really say nothing because we as chosen people, we have hearts and we love to help, and we see the flaws in you just like we see the flaws in ourselves, right? Because we are always self-evaluating, either partner, either person. We self-evaluate. Even me, if I'm with a person, I'm like, dang, why am I acting like this? Okay, Oh, I'm in my pride. Okay, I'm in my ego. And it's okay to self-evaluate. Nothing wrong with that. We all are not perfect. So a person that is healed enough, right? Because you're never done healing. Healing is every day, all the time, right? Sometimes we heal consciously what's going on with us, and sometimes we gotta heal subconsciously. We gotta heal in the spirit. We gotta heal when we're around a person that trigger us. Why am I triggered? Why am I reacting this way? Oh, it's because of my pride. Oh, it's because of my ego. Oh, it's because I've been by myself. I don't like people telling me what to do. Now, that is an area you can work on. Broken people can be fixed. That's the key. It's fixable. It's not something that you have to completely shut down and shut everybody out and act a fool for. No, it's fixable. It's about inner work, right? Inner work. But being a broken person, you have to first of all acknowledge that you're broken. A lot of broken people don't know they're broken. A lot of broken people think they fixed. And it's not that easy. It's not that black and white when it comes to healing. Healing is an ongoing process. You don't heal. You don't go to counseling for 3 to 6 months and go, I'm healed. No. You go to counseling for 3 to 6 months. You get the tools that the counselor, right? Because the counselor is nothing but a mirror that's holding up in front of you to tell you your behaviors and actions of what you're doing. And here is the tools that can get you there. But that's it. They're not there to heal you. You got to do the actual inner work with the tools, right, that has been given to you. That's why people think because they go to counseling, it's all good. No. You have to understand that healing comes from within. So you have to get that connection with God to make sure that you are healing in an appropriate and proper way. Because once you connect with the Most High, God is going to show you where you need your healing in. Sometimes you do have to be around another person to see what maybe you ain't been able to see by yourself, right? But that's all that comes with being broken. Now, the one thing I would say with most broken people, they run. Most broken people, when they're around a strong-willed person, they will flee. Why? Because if you are strong in who you are as a person, and you are free to talk and speak up for yourself, and you demand respect, and you tell a person how you feel, a broken person don't understand that. They take that as, oh, that's like my ex. Oh. Because what it is, a broken person is looking for something wrong. You could do a million things right in a relationship, but the minute you do one thing wrong, a broken person is gonna grab it, run with it, and cut you off. Because they're afraid. They run with fear. They allow fear to step in and go, oh man, look, she made a mistake. That's like your ex. Oh, she made a mistake. That's like the last one. You better run. You better cut that person off. You better hurry up. It's all fear. That's why I say when you're broken, heal yourself first before you try to get in a relationship with somebody, or before you try to think that you're gonna jump to the next thing. I was there too. I broke up, jumped to the next relationship, but guess what? I didn't allow my healing time, and all I did was project on about my ex to the next person. Project my feelings, projecting my fears, projecting my anger, projecting my confusion. Project, because that's all you do when you haven't worked on yourself. And a strong person sees that. You can't hide a broken person. You can't hide. You can only hide for so long. After a while, your mask gonna start slipping. What is a mask? A mask of hiding your feelings, hiding who you truly are. Love bombing, right? Showing a person, oh, I'm this chauvinistic person, oh, I'm this good man for you. It's just only just a mask. Because once you get that love bombing out the way, now you gotta hit reality. What's the reality? The reality is you are with someone who hasn't shown you their real side yet. So what's the real side? The real side could be they picky. The real side could be they're narcissists. They nitpick you, find 1,000 things wrong with you. You done did 100 things right, but they gonna pick one thing wrong with you and run. That's just fight or flight. In the tarot deck, we call them knights. They come, they get what they get, and they gone. Typical broken people behavior. They don't understand that shows a sign of weakness. It doesn't show that you're strong. See, broken people like to ignore you. They like to shut you out emotionally. They like to try to damage you emotionally because they think you're weak like them. They think blocking you out emotionally is going to damage you. Now, if you didn't work on yourself, it might. But if you did, all that does is make you stronger. All that does is show you, as a chosen one, as a person that healed, that you are stronger than what you even think. Because you're able to see that this person is an emotional manipulator, and you're able to leave. You're able to flee the scene. You're able to get out of there. And it could be fixable. I'm not never saying broken can't be fixed, but it takes two people to want to work on that. It takes a broken person really needs to be with a strong person, because sometimes when you're broken, you don't see your behaviors. You don't see what you do to people. You don't see how it affects, because you're so self-engulfed in what happened to you. You're so traumatized, and you hear my plain facts. You're so traumatized of what happened in the past, and you're stuck there. See, people get stuck in the past mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And when you're stuck there, it's hard for a person to try to, you're a strong person. You want to bring a person out of that one-sided track mind stuck issue that they got going on. And people don't see that they're stuck. A lot of people are stuck in the past, stuck in what they used to know. Well, when I grew up, this is what I was taught. That don't mean it was right. And if you was taught that, that don't mean that's the Bible, that's the law. That just means you were taught that. That don't mean it's right. I was taught a lot of things until I grew up and started healing on myself and realizing that a lot of that stuff that I was taught wasn't right. It actually was a very chauvinistic way of being, very toxic way of being. But you can't know that until you get out of the toxicity, till you get out of the patterns of that mindset of being stuck there. So when you see a person, when a broken person you hear my plan, facts. So when a broken person meet a strong person, they immediately think, oh, this person is different. This person, see, because a strong person is very confident. We don't have to go by rules and what somebody told us years and years ago, because we go by what God say. We go by what our heart and intuition say. We don't go by, my old uncle told me in 2005. No, we don't go by that. That's old, outdated thinking. We are a new era. We are a new wave. We have new ways of thinking. Our thinking is not boxed in. And anybody that try to box you in an old school way of thinking, it's not going to be for you. If anything, you're going to be showing them how to think outside the box. And sometimes God puts you in places around people so you can show them how to think outside the box and how to stop being so old school, outdated, one track, one pony. That shit is old. You got to think outside the box these days. We're no longer in 2000s, 94, 95. You still listen to 1990. I do too, but I don't listen that deep. It's still old. It's old. We in 2025. It's time to step your game up. So, it's nothing wrong with being old. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, when you're broken and you got that outdated thinking, you got to break free from that. See, I was able to break free from that outdated ass thinking. Right? But the issue is when you're trying to be in a relationship with somebody, it's hard because they're still stuck in that old way of thinking and being, and they don't want to change. And see, when people don't want to change, you don't want to get with nobody that is not open to new things, new adventures, new changes, because all they're gonna do is try to bring you down. They're gonna try to pull you down where they at, and they want to keep you right there. And I know, chosen ones, you ain't that type of person, and I damn sure ain't that type of person. So the moral of the story is, you could be with a broken person, but make sure they working on themselves, and make sure, I wouldn't recommend being with a broken person. You got to let them heal and find on their own. But sometimes, as we as angels, earth angels, chosen ones, we have to be in certain people's life for a reason. And so I feel that you will be sent in people's life that's broken, that's narcissistic, and all that shit for a reason, because you heal from that and you see the patterns. And sometimes people stay around people that's yes man for them. Oh yes, you didn't do nothing wrong. Yes man. And people like to stay around them type of people because they don't want to change. And see, I'm a butterfly. I am all about change. I like change. I like being different. And if a person not about change for me, I can't roll with that. Because all you're going to do is be like a weight on my motherfucking ankle when I'm in the ocean. I'm in the ocean for the God's blessing, and then you still over there in 1994. That ain't gonna work for me. I need somebody that's gonna be with the future at least a little bit. Damn, get to the future, guys. We gotta all look to the future, man. We gotta be on a whole different mindset. Stop trying to stay in the back. In 1990s, we passed that, guys. We gotta get past. It's 2025. You gotta get over the 90s. Like, you can listen to the music, but that 90s mindset, that gotta go. Because you can't be doing that in 2025. Okay? I'm just keeping it real. It's time for change. It's time to get out of that. Look what's going on in California. I was just there. And then the fire. So God said it won't be water but fire next time. I told y'all Hollywood is going down. I already told y'all that 2 years ago. And people still don't think I'm the truth. But it's okay. Because, some people is just not going to believe. I'm not on here for the non-believers. I'm on here for the people that truly believe, or at least is on the fence about God and belief and spirit. And I'm here for y'all to wake up and get a different mindset, man, because I'm telling you right now, we are changing in this world. The first shall be last and the last shall be first. And you hear my plane? And if y'all ain't with the times, if y'all still stuck in 1990s, that shit is not gonna fly. Okay? It's not. So, if you want to still be stuck in one spot, that's fine. But do not get a chosen one and think you're gonna stay the same. We will change you. Again, our energy is healing energy. It will change you whether you want to change or not. I've done it multiple times. I've seen it. I've changed. And you know, people run from me all the time. They run, right? But it's okay. Because they think they be hurting you when they do that. It's like, listen, when you run from me, it do not hurt me. PSA. All it does is confirm everything I've been thinking in my head. When people run for you, let them run. When you run from a chosen one, let them. Why? Because they will be back. Guarantee they will be back. Now, some of them ain't gonna be back because they know they broken. They don't want that Holy Spirit smack again, right? Not saying I smack, I'm just saying they don't want that reality check. See, I give people reality checks. And people don't like a person that holds a mirror up in them and give them a reality check. But that's just what I do. I'm naturally like that. And I'm not trying to be telling you what to do. It's just when your behavior continue to behave the way it do, I'm gonna say something. Some people don't like that. I don't give a fuck. That's why I'm by myself and happy. Happily single. Some people single and miserable. I'm happily single, okay? And when you run from me, thank you. I just want to say thank you. All the exes, all the people, well, most of my exes I ran from. But for all the people that ran from me, I want to say thank y'all so much, because when y'all do those things, it just make me confirm even more that I'm that bitch. I am the truth, because it confirms so much that I already be knowing. But sometimes I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. The benefit of the doubt. So when I do that, it always backfire anyway. So what I'm going to start doing is just going with my first mindset when I was wanting to leave in the first place. See? But I was trying to give it the benefit of the doubt. But either way, not me. Point of the matter is, you're a chosen one. You're a chosen one. You got people that's going to leave out of your life. But guess what? That means when they leave out of your life, that means you have accomplished what God wants you to accomplish. Okay? It doesn't mean you're no good. So don't look at it like that. It looks at it like God is telling you, all right, congratulations. You have woke and shook that person up. Now it takes the person to evaluate themselves and become better or stay the same. Choice is yours, collective. Choice is always yours. And if I was y'all, and you hear my plane, facts, I would choose for change. Change is not easy. It's not good. It hurts sometimes. Sometimes it's whack. Sometimes it's for the better. But it all boils down to you becoming a better you at the end of the day, right? And that has been my Morning Walking Chronicles. Just continue to make changes, guys. Please stop being stuck in that old way of thinking. It's leaving you retarded and handicapped. It's leaving you bad, man. And a lot of y'all be sitting there thinking y'all some hot shit going on. And the reality of it is, you ain't shit. Y'all ain't heard me. Y'all walking around thinking y'all the next shit, biggest shit ever. And you ain't. I'm just gonna keep it real, you ain't shit. Now, you can become a better person, but it requires you to work on yourself. So what men and women typically do when they're broken, they just get the weak. Why? Why you want to get a weak? You want to go get a weak woman so you can control and still be stuck. That's not going to get you in heaven. I'm going to tell you right now. And It's not gonna elevate you any further. A lot of y'all that get with these weak karmics, you guys tend to go in reverse. Y'all ain't gonna keep it real. You're gonna either do two things when you get with a weak woman, because you know men don't like strong women, because we gonna tell you exactly how you acting, and men don't like that because they're weak. They little filly, they willy filly, get willy hurt. They babies, that's all. They adult children. So when you grow up and become an adult and you tell them how they acting, they run. Okay, that's what it is. They babies. So they will go find you hear my plan, facts. So they will go find a weak woman to control and manipulate. But they don't understand, a weak woman is worse. You get a weak woman, she gonna pull you down to what she doing, and before you know it, you all traumatized. So you gonna be more deep broken. You may even get so broken that you become toxic. You become a narcissist. You start picking up those demonic traits. And see, you don't want to do that. You want to get with a strong woman, even though our strong women traits are something that irritates a broken man. Just know it's only irritating you because you're broken. You're broken, man. You're weak. It's okay. We all been there. But it takes a fighter. It takes a real man and a real woman to grow from it, instead of acting like you don't want to change. That's the weak way of thinking. That's that stuck mentality, man. Once again, you don't want to be there, guys. So stay prayed up. Keep healing that brokenness inside of you so you can grow mentally, emotionally, and physically. And once again, when you run into a chosen one, God put me there for a reason. It wasn't just by coincidence. Okay? Once again, what goes around always come back around again. Deja vu, Morning Walking Chronicles. I'm out.